Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Here we are. It is day 4 of the Bowls Premier League for the Bowls Premier League 19, of course, here at the Moama Bowling Club, and it is a moving day Thursday. We love Thursdays at the BPL because it is where teams make their play for the elusive title, for the BPL19 trophy that will be awarded tomorrow night. Val Febo, my name, and joining me is the Events and Competitions Coordinator who's making his Rinkside Live debut this week, Mr. Paul Holschke. Paul, welcome.
Morning, Val. It's good to be here. What a great day we have here today. Ahead of us, some great games.
It is going to be a sensational day. First up, it is the Adelaide Pioneers against the Moama Steamers. So it's Caitlin Inch, Wayne Rudiger, Scott Thorburn under coach Les Carter up against Ryan Bester, Cass Millerick, Aaron Sheriff, and their coach, Kevin Anderson. The home team have been on song of late at this tournament, and they're producing the goods. They're one win off the top of the table behind the Moreton Bay Pirates at BPL 18, but the lay of the land is the Pirates sit on top of the ladder. The Pulse in second, a win behind. The Steamers equal with them on 7 wins. The Lions and the Tridents and the Ospreys, they're all on 6 wins and 6 losses. Then the next 4 teams, all that logjam is starting to form. 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. The Pioneers, the Suns, the Hawks and the Extreme, all on 5 wins and 7 losses. So it's a big match for the Suns. It's a big match, for the Pioneers. It's a big match for the Steamers. And we look forward to seeing how it all unfolds over the next hour or so.
It's very tight, isn't it? Which is what we want to see. Currently Adelaide holding 1.
Cass Millerick leading for Aaron Sheriff and Wayne Rudiger leading for Scott Thorburn. I like the versatility of the Pioneers, Paul, because it doesn't matter who it is in terms of if it's Rudy or Scotty. Either of them can lead, either of them can sit. And then you bring on Caitlin Inch, and she's an absolute superstar of international bowls.
She's having a great couple of years, isn't she? So we've got Aaron about to step onto the mat. Currently 1 down. Play on the backhand. He's either going to try and push his own bowl in, or he's going to try and rest on the Adelaide bowl.
Now, Paul, I must say, now the BPL is the focal point this week. It is. But
just trail the jack and take the shot.
Aaron Sheriff, absolutely sensational. But you know what? I'm going to be a little bit self-indulgent this morning because Bowls Australia Rinkside Live is now award-winning because we, Bowls Australia, won the Australian Sports Commission Media Award last night as Scotty T goes with some weights. There you can go. You can see it on your screen there. Matthew Kennedy, our CEO, and Jimmy Reynolds right at home, Parajackaroo, there to accept the award on our behalf last night as we were here at the we were here in Moama. The MCG hosted the award, but they're alongside the media's elite, and now so are we, Paul. Best coverage of sport for people with a disability, Bowls Australia. So a big congratulations to ourselves.
I'll give you a round of applause, Val.
But yeah, Lockie Williams and Aidan Davis, we try and promote how...
You do an amazing job, Val.
We try and promote as much inclusivity as we can. And our sport is the most inclusive in the world. And Kevin Anderson, any chance you can grab me a bacon and egg roll and bring it over? I can give you a trophy. It's our media award.
Is that right? He's actually watching in.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I went for a bacon and egg roll this morning and they had all run out, so don't think there's any for...
Very popular here at Moama, Club Moama.
He's a funny man, Kevin Anderson, as Aaron Sheriff just continues.
It's a big bowl here for Scotty. He's
they're down a few.
2, possibly 3. It's his last bowl. He's going to go big.
This could even be 4, Paul.
He's going big. What's he done?
Not far away, clears a couple out. But I do think this will still possibly be 2-1 taken out there. They're going to measure. Marker Rowe has 2 paddles up, but that could change. It is going to be hot today, Paul, so if you are coming to Moama, ensure that you are cool and bring the iced water. It's going to be 40 degrees today here at the Moama Bowling Club. So
3.
It was 3 in the end.
Wow.
To the Moama Steamers. So that's a big start for the home franchise who won the most recent edition of the tournament that was held here. Pine Rivers, of course, was the Tweedheads Ospreys, who are the defending champions and looking to go back-to-back for the second time in their history.
Well, they have a very strong team, Val. As we know, Kaz is the current Australian Women's Open Singles champion.
Cass Miller, yes.
She will be going back to defend her title this year for the 2024 Australian Open. If you haven't got your entries in,
yes,
please
contact Paul Holschke.
No, go to the Bowls Australia website and please enter, because we are flying in terms of our entries.
Yep, and you don't want to miss out. You really don't want to miss out. It is one of the greatest events that you will see. You know, they talk about all of these open events and these community events. Well, this is up there with one of the very best in the world, the Australian Open. There are so many host clubs around the Gold Coast, so many different things that you can see. So we get the music coming on behind us very loudly. We'll try and get that turned down a little bit. Good to have everybody's company from wherever you're watching around the world here. It's Rinkside Live. It is the Pioneers and the Steamers. The Steamers sitting in third, a win off the top. The Pioneers sitting in 7th position at the moment. They are 5 wins, 7 losses, but they're only a win off 4th. So between 4th and 10th, 1 win separates them, Paul.
It's very close. Kaz coming down on the backhand. She's currently 1 down on the head. It's looking very close here. She thinks she's got the shot. Aaron's very happy with that. Wayne is also coming down on the backhand. It's got good weight.
It's a big start, Paul, for the Steamers as they go to the crossover. It's Cass Millerick again, who's holding sway, I think, just, yes. Our marker from Tasmania. It's come all the way up.
Isn't that great?
It is. And
the volunteers. It's truly amazing. We've even got some people from Queensland who've come down to help here at this event. Very much appreciated. We cannot run the event like this without our wonderful volunteers.
You're exactly right. And we've got the mother-daughter combination of the ITOs, Laureen and Rose Smith.
We certainly do.
It's great.
And they can bowl in their own right.
Lorraine Williams, watching from Fiji. My daughter was the one that bowled last night and put her bowl on the mat.
She won the Right at Home challenge.
Connie, the Right at Home challenge, yes.
First bowl, amazing effort.
She was brilliant. She actually told me to shush. I was emceeing the night session and I was trying to get the crowd to fire her up, and she told me to shush. Told me not to do my job.
Oh, she was very determined to...
Yep. First bowl too.
Never looked like missing.
You could tell out of her hand that it was quite good. So Aaron Sheriff just coming underneath.
I did give her some good piece of advice. I said, don't aim at the mat, aim left or right of the mat. And she said, don't you worry, I know what I'm doing. So
she was very confident when she
delighted.
Out there, yeah, very confident.
I saw her husband after after she won, and she told her husband to go and get a drink. And he goes, well, what about the voucher? She said, you can pay for that. So I dare say she will go over and enjoy the spoils of the Moama Bowling Club meals that they provide.
So they're a bit of weight from Aaron Sheriff, and things spill through. Still going to be a couple to the Steamers here, I believe. It's 3 at the moment, but Scott Thorborn's got an enormous amount of room.
He's coming in on the backhand.
Is he going to get there? He needs to hurry.
He
Needs to come underneath.
Fortunate. He may just have done it, I think.
That might do the trick for Scott Thorburn and the Adelaide Pioneers. Wayne Rudiger holds one finger aloft, and it is one to the Pioneers to get themselves on the board this morning. They trail 3-1. That's after 2 ends, and Kevin Anderson doesn't waste any time. Power play time, which means double shots are on offer. And he makes sure that we know.
He's a good man.
So, if Moama do win this end, they get double shots. Of course, that is the feature of the BPL. What makes it a little bit different from a lot of other bowls events? Of course, there's a lot that makes the BPL different. It's one of our showpiece events here at Bowls Australia.
And with the crowd out this morning, yeah, the stands are full here behind the green. We have, looks like a whole big busload from Sunbury have come down this morning.
They have.
Are they wearing their blue and black?
That's an extreme effort.
It's very extreme effort, Bella.
Especially with the heat that's coming today. It is going to be quite warm, Paul. 40 degrees predicted for Moama. And that's going to hit around 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. So this morning will be quite comfortable for a lot of the people that are here watching. But just make sure they all keep hydrated.
Right,
tell you what, my throat's getting a bit dry. It's quite warm and the heat just doesn't help it too much. But we plug through, don't we?
It's Adelaide currently holding 1, maybe 2. Wayne coming down on the forehand. Looking to add. I think he may have. Yes, Scotty's very happy with that. Marker holds 2. Okay. So Aaron's calling Kaz in with a little bit of weight.
Colin Bray watching on from Helensvale in the Gold Coast. He's an avid listener here as Cass Millerick comes through. Is this easier than the tennis? Well, they both have their advantages. I won't say what's easier.
In what way would it be easier? Is he referring to you as a commentator?
I think so, yes.
Oh, man of many talents, our Val.
No.
There's not much that he can't do.
I'm not Paul Holschke. You've been doing everything this week. I've seen you with the vacuum. I've seen you...
It's what we do to try and make it one of the best events in the world.
And that one is going to nestle in there for Scott Thorburn. So they're holding a couple here on the Moama Steamers power plate. Aaron Sheriff, of course, is going to have last bowl.
He's looking to sit on that shot bowl or the jack. And he's got both, and he's got the shot. And you wouldn't expect any different, would you,
why
Val?
He's one of the best in the world, Paul. That's why he won 4 different World Bowls Championships gold medals last year, or 5 if you count the best overall team. That trophy cabinet, well, he's going to have to go to IKEA and get another one after his 2023 efforts alone. So 2 more left in the tank for Aaron Sheriff, 1 for Scott Thorburn. Currently 1 to the Steamers, which you double to 2 as it is their power play.
So do you reckon it's gone to the pool room?
I think a lot have. I think his house is overflowing with trophies.
Just trying to add another one here. Just hanging out on him. All right. Scotty with his last bowl. Currently 1 down. Needs to do pretty much what Aaron did. Come in on the forehand. Looking for the shot bowl or the jack.
He's not far away here.
Oh, he's missed it by a whisker.
He's not far off at all, Paul.
Oh, you can't believe it.
He looked very close the entire way through. He needed it to hold.
He thought he had it.
Aaron Sheriff, final bowl of the end. He's on his forehand.
Can he add a second?
Talk us through it, Paul Holschke.
Can he add a second? It's just hanging out. Is it coming in? Not quite.
So,
That'll be
one, double that to 2 for the Moama Steamers. They lead at 5-1, and Les Carter fires back immediately with his power play for the Adelaide Pioneers. So they'll have double shots on offer. In N4, it's a 5-1 buffer for the home franchise who are looking
and
to
on
win.
comes Ryan Bester,
Yes, substitution.
the current world singles champion.
Pretty unbelievable, isn't it? What a match that was against Gary Kelly.
Incredible.
You were up there, Paul. So was I. The Master Blaster, well, that is, in every sense of the word, what he was that day.
Exactly.
The drive did not miss. It's like a laser beam.
A good start for his first bowl. A couple of feet through. Wayne coming down on the back end. Just looking to draw the shot. He's not far away. It's pulling up a little bit short. We've got a nice gentle breeze here this morning. It's probably a little bit more than gentle. It's keeping things a bit cool, which is nice. Let's hope all of our spectators and our players keep hydrated.
It is a very, very warm morning.
What are you drinking, Val?
Some water.
Water.
I have brought some Hydrolite with me today, so I think I'll be having some of that as Wayne Rudiger pops one right on the jack. No, I brought some Hydrolite with me today just to ensure that
It's a very good idea, Val.
we keep hydrated and keep our fluid levels up with the electrolytes and everything that we need, because it is a long day, as you know, Paul. We're here until after 10 o'clock at night, so in 12 hours we'll just have finished.
Every day's a long day, Val.
But there
But
is
we love
no
it.
place we would rather be than the Moama Bowling Club right about now, because this is the best bowlers in the world. This is one of the best tournaments in the world, and the bowls, well, it's next level good.
And for those watching in, you are very most welcome to come up to Moama, up in your car. It's not that far from Melbourne. It's free.
Yep.
We'd love to see you. It was good yesterday. We had a busload of people from the Hoppers Club
Yes.
in Melbourne, the Hawks,
We did.
led by Mark Coleman.
Yep.
They absolutely loved the event. They got a photo with the Helensvale Hawks.
They did, from one hawk to another. And then we've got the Dandenong Club bringing up a few people tonight. I know Chris Wallace, he'll be coming up, former BA GM of Participation and Programs.
Current president.
Yes.
The Dandenong Bowl section.
So one more or two more left in the tank for Aaron Sheriff and Scott Thorburn here. Power play for the Adelaide Pioneers. We say it, I think, every time, Paul, that South Australia are the most unlucky state in Bowls Premier League history. The Endurance made 3 finals in APL, as it was known back then, 1, 2 and 3, lost them. Then they made the BPL 12 final, lost. BPL 16 final, both 12 and 16 under the Pioneers moniker, and lost. Scott Thorburn and Wayne Rudiger played in all of them. Not many people have played in more finals than Rudiger and Thorburn, that's for sure.
And meanwhile, Aaron's won how many?
A lot.
Played his 200th, or was it 300th game yesterday?
300th. 300th.
The first man to crack 300.
Aaron Sheriff has won with 3 different franchises. 5 titles for him. 6 MVP awards. Aaron T's also with 5 titles. Karen Murphy looking to join them with 5. She's won 4. Chloe Stewart and Corey Wedlock also with 4.
They'll take the one. That makes 2.
So 1 double to 2. You're right, Paul. That's
Makes the score Adelaide 3, Moama 5, with 1 end to come.
I think
in this
Moama
first set.
probably take that, don't they? They get last bowl in the last end. They lead it by 2 already. It'll take something catastrophic for them to drop this set, but stranger things have happened in the Bowls Premier League.
Aaron looks very relaxed this morning. Seems in control of what's going on at the moment.
Generally looks pretty relaxed, though. Stample and Bowling Club, watching from Glasgow, this kind of setup, definitely something that we would help boost and improve bowls in Scotland. It is such a great setup, especially the night session with the music going, and you know the players really embrace that. The noise, there's always something happening. It's a bit more like a hustle and bustle.
In the crowd.
Yeah. Tonight we'll have another sing-along.
What are we going to sing to tonight, Val?
Oh, that's a surprise.
Ooh.
That's a surprise.
You're not going to let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, it's generally, we know Friday's Sweet Caroline. Thursday has become Hey Baby night. So if you like that song and you're close to the area, get down to Moama.
All right. Ryan just went through a little bit heavier than he would have liked. Adelaide currently holding 1, maybe 2. Wayne looking to add to that number on the backhand, and he has.
So currently,
very consistent this morning.
Holding a tied set. And this is what happens throughout the latter stages of the Bowls Premier League, Paul, where we get everybody sort of finds their rhythm. And the matches become so tight and so even.
He's taken them both out.
And
wow.
That is monumental from Ryan Bester. That's what won him a World Bowls Championship singles title last year. Everything is off the rink.
Adelaide did have 3 bowls on the rink. They have 0 now. And we're left with 2 Moama steamer bowls.
Let's have a look at the replay here. Ryan Bester.
Bang.
That is clinical.
It's a skill, Val. It's something that not everybody can do.
It is demoralising in a way, but that means that
That didn't worry Scotty, though.
All 3 of Scott Thorborn's bowls have to be the shot or have to be scoring if he's to win this set for the Pioneers. If Aaron Sheriff gets anything close, makes things very difficult for them, and he's done exactly that.
He certainly has.
So let's see if we see a nomination to kill here, Paul.
It's a very good call, Val.
Maybe not with this one. Maybe a sit and stay option, and I think that's what he's going for. Arriving weight on this bowl, and I tell you what,
this is coming under the bowl, unfortunately, for him and Adelaide, but...
So let's see what the options are here for Scott. I reckon this is probably 2 seconds here for the Pioneers. Aaron Sheriff probably doesn't want this to get too close to his first.
No, he's just added another one, holding
so
2.
Let's see what the conversation...
discussion.
So the problem is they've got last bowl here. The Moama Steamers. Aaron Sheriff will have right of reply.
He's going to kill.
He is going for the
kill.
kill.
Called it early, Val.
Big weight. Scott Thorborn. And he's gone through, so that won't affect anything. Is Aaron Sheriff going to put in another bowl here?
Absolutely.
He is. He's going to rub salt into the wounds.
Every shot does count at the end. Percentage may come into...
Well, we saw it yesterday. A set was a foregone conclusion between the Melbourne Pulse and the Moreton Bay Pirates. The Pulse were down and out. They couldn't win the set, and they decided to kill it anyway. They took a 3, so let's see if that 3 comes into play for them later on in the tournament. And Aaron Sheriff
certainly has.
obliges. So that's a 3 to the Moama Steamers. They win it 8-3 in that opening set. It was clinical. It was brutal. Caitlin Inch She comes into the game. Scott Thorburn will take a seat. Wayne Rudiger to skip.
Ryan coming down on the forehand. Nice start. Okay, we welcome Caitlin.
Let's see what she can do with her firsts.
Coming down on the backhand.
One of the best releases in world bowls.
Just cutting the head a little bit.
But has it done enough?
Not a bad home though, Val. You can use that.
Always good to be behind if you're not on the jack.
It's not bad, Val, for someone.
What's wrong?
I was going to say,
Are you
for
about
someone,
to sledge me there? I think I've watched enough now.
You certainly have watched enough bowls. You've watched more than most, I would imagine.
And when you sit with Barry Lester through an entire World Bowls Championships, you absorb.
Exactly right.
I was just being a sponge throughout that 2 weeks, sitting with Baz.
Wouldn't it be great to get Val involved at a local club? Get him on the green.
I'm taking all offers. How much will you pay me? Pay me to keep me out of your club, that's for sure. You don't want my...
No, we'd love to have you, Val.
They don't want
my... Aberfeldy Community Club.
My bad bowls. They don't want those coming on their pennant greens, that's for sure.
Well, maybe we can get you into Jack Attack, Val.
Maybe. I just drive, that's my problem. I get excited and I get that rush of blood. So Caitlin Inch with her final bowl of the opening end of the second set.
It's trying. Not quite.
Doesn't get there. So 1 to the Moama Steamers.
So Wayne is taking on the skipper's duties for set number 2.
So we're going to bring you some updates throughout what's happening at Moama throughout this match, and we'll give you some scores. Right now, the Tasmania Tridents, they've taken the opening set, I believe, over the Hawks, but there's a little bit of an error with the live scoring, so we will, they have taken it 7-5 over the Gold Coast Hawks. The Tweedheads Ospreys have won the first set, Paul, against the Moreton Bay Pirates, 14-0. That is a huge result.
Wow.
The Melbourne Pulse
Teasy must have been on fire.
Yep, the Melbourne Pulse lead the Melbourne Extreme 5-0. That's after 4 in the opening set. And then on the TV rink, the Perth Suns, after 4, they lead the Sydney Lions 4-2. So the Perth Suns making a late charge here. They've been sitting.
What a great addition Carl Healy has been to their
I tell you what,
lineup.
on the Right Line Bowls Australia's official podcast, Lachlan Williams and I did a BPL preview last week, and we both had the Perth Suns making the finals. The inclusion of Carl Healy is a very, very, very good one. And he was so clinical last night, wasn't he?
He's really stepped up. He's enjoying his first BPL experience. I would even go as far to say that he could be a chance for the All-Star team.
Don't know. There's so many.
There is.
There's so many.
He's played every end.
So that's gone through. Still 1 down for the Pioneers.
Maybe 2.
1. I think Caitlin Inch. I saw 1 finger.
Waiting for the marker to show us. No,
He's keeping his cards very close to each other.
One and a measure.
There we go. So,
what's Omar going to do?
Aaron Sheriff's last bowl of the end.
He's coming on the forehand. He's probably going to look to sit on Ryan's front bowl and add another one, I would imagine. Any knock of that front bowl will come into the count.
Ryan Bester just in our vision at the moment.
It's pulled up a little bit short.
So, let's see what Wayne Rudiger decides to do here.
Okay, he's coming on the backhand. going to look to play on his, roll it over, and possibly get the shot. Winning the first end would always be a good advantage.
Especially just with the response. What's he done here, Wayne
moved it
Rudiger?
back.
That will do enough.
2, possibly.
I'm not quite sure. Marker's got 2 paddles ready. But we are going to get a measure just to make sure it is close.
Caitlin's very confident they've got 2.
Kevin Anderson doesn't waste any time here. Power play ready.
I like his style.
Yeah. He makes sure everybody knows that it's a power play.
He certainly adds flavour to the event.
And Cass Millerick, I don't think she's too impressed.
Maybe it's time to bring Cass back on.
Just the one for the Adelaide Pioneers in the end there. So power play for the Moama Steamers. Double shots on offer for them. Oh, look, sometimes the players, you know, they get excited, and you know, in the heat of the moment, we're not going to, you know, Bester knows that the cameras are there. If he does it once or, you know, even twice, they know what they're doing, these players. So I know that everybody here wants to see what's going on at the head. Sometimes that can't always happen, but it's okay.
Solid start here. Ryan coming down on his forehand. He's got a good line here. He's watching it very intently. Just coming under a little bit, but that's enough to take the shot.
The Melbourne Pulse have taken the opening set over the Melbourne Extreme. It's been a trying day and a half for the Melbourne Extreme, who started yesterday inside the top 5. Finished the day last, but only 1 win off 4th, so that's how close it is.
It was a long day yesterday, 5 matches. You could nearly argue that was moving day, but
I would say now with the extended Bowls Premier League, and you know, ever since we started on the Monday, I think Wednesday with 5 matches played, I think that has become the new moving day. Thursday is the entrenched day, I think. I'm changing things on my own here, Paul.
You are allowed to do that, Val. You are the voice of the people.
The man of the people and the voice of the people. What more could the people want?
How lucky are our viewers? They probably just turned off, Val. Anyway, back to the bowls, and currently Adelaide just definitely got it now.
For those who don't know,
Nice.
Paul's nickname is the man of the people.
We might just leave it there, Val. Ryan coming down on his forehand, looking to tuck it. No, he's just holding out a little bit. And Ryan says to Aaron, you can do it.
So
over to you, Skip.
Currently 2 to the Adelaide Pioneers on the Moama Steamers power play. As it was in the first set, they were holding a couple at the crossover. Aaron Sheriff did what Aaron Sheriff does, wrestled it back.
So Wayne's coming in on the backhand, looking to cover the Steamers bowl to the our left, and it would be the viewer's right. He hasn't quite. Aaron also coming down on the backhand. There is a little path there that he can find, and we know Aaron is the best at doing that, and he has
drawn
the shot. My goodness.
As good as it gets.
Unbelievable.
How on earth did he find that line?
He just keeps doing it, Val. That's why he is one of the best. What's Wayne done here on his forehand? He's just pulled up a little bit short.
And this is the lesson that you can get at the Australian Open. Let's have a look at the replay here. Big thank you to Lockie Williams for providing such a wonderful picture here. And that is as good as it gets.
Perfect
from
line and speed, Val.
But if you go to the Australian Open, Paul, you could play Aaron Sheriff. It's not like an Australian Open in tennis where you can just enter and line up against Novak Djokovic round one. You can line up against Aaron Sheriff in the sectional round, and it's such a good lesson that you can get because you might get smashed, but he's going to teach you a thing or two.
He might buy you a drink afterwards.
Very true. Just a great guy and very approachable is Aaron Sheriff.
And that is certainly one aspect, Val. I would agree with you. There is no chance that we would ever get to play Novak in a game of tennis.
No.
But we can get to compete against the great.
8th to the 21st of June this year, the Australian Open. Now, that one there from Wayne Rudiger promotes, but nothing coming of it.
They've got 2 second shots currently.
So Aaron Sheriff, does he...
They've got the power play, Val, so they're going to try and...
Yeah.
They want to make some more.
Well, the thing is here, if you can somehow spill the jack out the back, there's a big collect on the cards here for Moama. So there's 3 Steamers bowls back there. Where does Aaron Sheriff go here? What's he thinking? We'll find out in a sec.
He's going on the backhand. Any touch of the front 2 bowls will spill the jack out, I would imagine.
So I think that's what he might be going for, maybe to crash in on him off his own.
Don't think it's quite going to get there. It's very close, not quite there.
Won't get there, so that'll just be the 1 to the Steamers. You double that to 2, and they retake the lead. Well, they take the lead in the second set, 2-1. Les Carter keeps his power play safe and sound for now.
So in this format, we have mat positions and jack positions. And Ryan's decided to go for a medium mat and the jack on the tee. And he started off very well on the forehand. Jack high. What can Caitlin do? She's coming on the backhand, looking to draw the shot. She's just going to come underneath the jack, but that's a good home. Wayne shall be happy with that. Ryan on the forehand, looking very intently as he does. He's going through a little bit too, Val. Just going to stay on the green. Be happy with that.
So Caitlin Inch looking to really hone in. The jack is open still.
Concentration level is amazing. She's got fairly good weight here, Val. I think she's...
Oh, it's just run out of legs.
Just pulled up. Should be disappointed with that. Ryan chasing his bowl on the forehand. It's always a good sign. It's just going through a little bit.
Look at the little catchment of bowls that are back there for the Steamers if they can get onto the jack first. But Caitlin Inch's opportunity. So if you do want to see the live scores as well, we've got a couple of questions coming through.
Oh, there you go. Number 1.
There it is, the Caitlin Inch. So we've got a couple of scores, a couple of pages. You can go to results.bowlslink.com.au and click on BPL19. And then you can also go to the Bowls Now app as well, and you can find out all the live scores, everything that's going on around Moama.
Yes, every end is scored.
Yep, and we will also bring you updates when we can. The Tridents did take the first set against the Gold Coast Hawks. That we can tell you. They lead 2-0 in the second after 2. The Pirates lost the first 14-0 to the Moreton Bay to the Tweed Heads Ospreys. How am I going? They lead 3-0 in the second. The Pulse won the first set 5-2 against the Extreme, and the Pulse lead 2-0 after 2 in the second. And then the Perth Suns won the first set 4-3 against the Sydney Lions and lead 2-1 after 2 in the second set.
Okay, we have Aaron on the mat. Down on the forehand. Currently one down on the head. I think he would like a little trail, Val, if he could find that. Oh my goodness, he has drawn the shot though. Just rested off that front bowl. What can Wayne do? Shot for shot. It's just hanging out a little bit. Oh!
Wow.
Little nudge.
But still one to the Steamers.
Correct.
So, one bowl left for both Sheriff and Rudiger. World Championship winning teammates together in 2012 in the men's fours. With Mark Casey and Brett Wilkie in that team.
In Adelaide?
Yes. Wayne Rudiger's home state. I think he had everybody there supporting him.
We say hello to all our South Australian viewers watching in here.
Wayne Rudiger, this is a big opportunity.
He's looking to push out the Aaron Sheriff bowl and make two.
Reckon
and
he's
what
got it.
Great bowl by Wayne Rudiger.
Sensational from the South Australian. He makes two and the Pioneers take the lead in the second set. They lead at 3-2. Les Carter again keeps that power play.
Still have that up their sleeve.
So to be the last end that the Pioneers will play that. And I reckon what they will
Big
like.
bowl by Corey Wedlock over on rink number 2.
I think what they would like.
We're loving that.
Yeah. Popular man, Corey. But I think what the Pioneers would enjoy is, even if they possibly drop a 1 on this end here, they get the last bowl going into the power play. So Ryan Bester now with his second of the end.
Currently holding with a jack high bowl to your right. Pushing into a slight wind coming this way. Caitlin stays on her backhand.
Aaron Jaros watching from Paddington in Sydney. And where else would he be? We've seen him comment a few times on here, and he's always at the gym. Well, he's hijacked the TV at the local gym. So
well done, Aaron.
To everyone at the local gym in Paddington, good morning. Unfortunately, we're not going to be bringing you the tunes to your workout, but hopefully the dulcet tones of Paul Hoschke can inspire you to push that extra kilometre or push that extra 5 kilos.
This is a very nice bowl by Ryan Bester.
But has
makes
that
3, I would imagine.
Has that pushed the jack closer to that back bowl? Let's see what our marker indicates. Still 2.
2.
So that back bowl of the Adelaide Pioneers, as well as the bowl that's sitting at about 8 o'clock, also coming into play. Let's see. Wayne Rudiger.
He's not so sure.
He's not far away. He needs it to run.
Close. And just pulling up. That's that little bit of wind there, Val.
He's taken it out, though. Taken 1 out. Aaron Sheriff just made the move to Aero in the back end of last year. And, of course, they're back on board with Bowls Australia. So Aero bowls the same line every time.
Okay. Only 2 down. Does need some jack movement if he can. He's just going through a little bit, unfortunately. Aaron's so quick on the mat. Each player has 30 seconds to deliver their bowl. I reckon Aaron does it in about 5. He makes up his mind and he releases.
Clinical.
I think he still 2. But
So
what
now,
it does is it blocks the path for Wayne.
so let's see what he does here. There's a few
Change his
options.
hands.
Yep.
He's going to go big, I think. A bit of weight.
Yep. Running weight.
Yes.
Nothing
over
too
the
big.
top. Looking for a result.
He's not far away.
He's pushed it back and he's made 3.
That is huge from Wayne Rudiger. A lot of room for Aaron Sheriff to draw to, though. I think it could be 4, and it is.
4.
Our marker indicates. So, Aaron Sheriff to try and put this back on level terms. It'll be a power play to the Pioneers.
Yep.
Coming up next, Aaron Sheriff. I reckon this will get there.
Wayne's already given up on it. Halfway down, he knew that was the shot bowl.
That is too much room for Aaron Sheriff.
Way too much.
So it is 3 apiece going into the final end of the second stanza here. And the Pioneers call their power play, so double shots on offer for them, although it is a little bit inconsequential because whoever wins this end wins the set. One end shootout to see whether the Steamers will hold on in straight sets or if the Pioneers force it to a tiebreak.
Ryan's already delivered on his forehand and he has finished just under jack high. Caitlin again, she's favouring her backhand. There's a tracking here, Val. The speed looks pretty good. How is her line? That'll give her 1. Aaron has asked Ryan to change hands. Also coming in on the backhand. Looking for a little bit of jack movement, I would imagine.
Not far away.
Very close.
Does it stay on at the back? No.
No.
Saw that bowl from Brett Wilkie on night
Oh
on the broadcast night one.
Incredible bowl that was.
Just sat up on the precipice of going in, but it didn't. Caitlin Inch.
Can our viewers see that shot again?
They can. It's on Bowls Australia's social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Search Bowls Australia. That's award-winning media right there, Paul.
Oh, it's amazing what you do, what you guys do.
I didn't need more of a reason to get a big head.
Caitlin has just drawn a second. Ryan sticking to the backhand. Might be a little bit tight and short. He won't be happy with that. Okay. We have double points on offer here, but that is not going to make too much difference because Adelaide just need the 1 to win the set.
Yep, but so do Moama.
But as we know, Moama have won the first set, so they are...
That is mighty from Caitlin Inch.
Very good bowling.
So that'll be a couple to the Pioneers, which of course does get doubled.
Holding 3, Adelaide.
Peter Lucat, nice to hear the dulcet tones of Paul here in beautiful Largs Bay in South Australia.
Oh, hello, Peter. How are you, mate? Good to know that you're watching in this morning.
They are dulcet tones, aren't they?
Don't know about that. I hope you're travelling well, and I dare say you are barracking for the Pioneers. Hoping for a good result here to take this.
It's a big
tie break.
It's a big result for the Pioneers. If they can get a win, it just keeps them with the pack. Any loss is more dangerous for them than the Steamers. The Steamers are only one win off top spot, and the Pirates dropped the first set against the Tweedheads Ospreys. So we'll bring you some scores from around the rinks here.
Well, if anyone can draw the shot, it is Aaron. He's just short and narrow.
So the Melbourne Pulse lead the Melbourne Extreme 5-2-6-2, Paul.
He still has one more opportunity to draw the shot. Oh, here we go. Tactical. We're looking for a blocker here from Wayne.
It's gone short.
It's one of the things that we do in Melbourne in our pennant competitions. We don't mind a blocker. Try to
stop an M from being killed.
Just put the bowl in the line. Oh, here we go. He's not far away.
He's very close.
Not far away. Oh my goodness! It's flipped over, and he has.
Has he done it?
No.
One to the Pioneers, and Wayne Rudiger says, "No, I'm not even going near it. We're going to a tiebreaker."
Exactly. Very wise call.
One double to two. That is a 5-3 win in the second set for the Adelaide Pioneers. They force a one-end shootout. And let's see who has the mat. The coaches have the toss. What are we going to see here? Everybody comes back on the ring. 2-ball triples. You know the drill by now.
Well, I think it deserves a tie break. It's been a very high standard game.
So the Pioneers, they've got the mat. Come on, put the jack up. I'll put the mat up and put the jack back. We're not seeing it.
Is it safe to say that Adelaide won more ends over the course of the game?
Well, let's have a look. They won 2 in the first set and 3 in the second, so we've actually split.
5-all.
We've split. We've actually gone end for end. So the team that has had the last bowl has won the end.
Not on that occasion. No, that's correct. No, you are correct. No, Wayne didn't play the last bowl. He didn't need to. Correct. You are right. My mistake. I apologise.
So, and if that's in keeping with this match, no one has won consecutive ends yet. So, if it is in keeping,
Kaz has just walked onto the mat after stepping aside for the last set.
A little bit of a breeze in here today, Paul.
I think we might be thankful for the breeze, actually, because it's going to be a blistering day today.
Certainly.
Okay. Caitlin on the backhand again. I think every bowl that she's bowled has been on the backhand. Just holding out a little bit, but a very good home. A couple of feet through. Something that can be used. It's not always about getting onto the jack first, Val, as we know. It's about having control of the jack.
Yes.
With your last bowl. After it's been delivered, of course. But Ryan has put it right there in the middle of the 2 Adelaide Steamers bowls. Scotty Thorburn on the backhand, just coming under. Good weight also. Another catcher. Ryan changing hands to the forehand. As his weight fell.
It's not bad.
He's looking for the jack. Oh, middle slice.
Squirted it out towards the 2 bowls of the Steamers, so no harm done.
Plenty of room for Scotty to draw in on the forehand.
So the team that has had last bowl in every end so far in the previous 10 has won the end.
Do you reckon Scotty would be nervous Is he the nervous type, do you think?
I think him and Nathan Rice, I think, would go hand in hand as the two most relaxed characters I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't think Scott Thorburn gets nervous.
No,
I don't think it's a word in his vocabulary.
Okay, Ryan Bester with his last bowl on the forehand also.
I do wish I was that laid back.
You wouldn't meet a more laid back person than Scotty Thorburn.
There's great footage of him, or audio of him, I think back in 2019. I think it was the World Champion of Champions. He was sitting with Clive and he gave all these weather predictions at the Adelaide Bowling Club. I think that's where it was. And he said, "Nah, the storm will pass. The storm will pass. I know it'll pass. It's fine." Half an hour later, gets closer. "Nah, it'll pass." 10 minutes later, "It'll pass. We're good." 3 minutes later, it starts hailing all over the green. And he said, "We might be in strife here."
All right, back to the bowls. Wayne on the forehand, looking. It's just held out a little bit. He won't be happy with that. He's not.
So 2 in the tank for Aaron Sheriff. They're currently holding
3. It's not about the number. It's just about the result. Aaron coming down on the backhand. Maybe looking to try and protect that jack. And I think he... no.
He's close. What does Wayne Rudiger do here?
He's coming on the backhand. He's going to look to move that jack. He needs to move that jack. Is it coming in? It's holding up.
He's not far away.
Very close.
Is he there?
He's got
Wayne
it.
Rudiger gets a little rub. And he'll make Aaron Sheriff play the last bowl. So, a hush comes around our TV rink here, or our Rinkside Live rink, as Aaron Sheriff strides to the mat. Have a look at the replay there. Sensational from Wayne Rudiger.
Okay, he's coming down with a little bit of weight on the backhand.
Arriving weight, Aaron Sheriff.
Looking for the jack.
He's close. Squirts it out. It's out of bounds, I think.
Who's got the tee?
It's out of bounds, and the Moama Steamers, they're clapping. They know they've got the tee. The home franchise. A final bowl thriller from Aaron Sheriff. And the Moama Steamers.
Isn't that amazing how you can forget about the tee in the hustle of the game? Unfortunately,
you can never forget about the tee. But
Adelaide didn't have one covering, and
yep,
Moama have won the game.
They certainly have, and they continue their push for another Bowls Premier League title. They want to entrench themselves in that top 5 today, so they have to do less work tomorrow.
Smiles.
Brilliantly done from Aaron Sheriff, Ryan Bester, Cass Millerick, and their coach, Kevin Anderson. Brilliantly done, Paul. We're going to be back in about 18 minutes' time for the match between the Perth Suns and the Gold Coast Hawks. But until then, thank you very much for your efforts in the first match.
It was a pleasure, Val.
It certainly
Look forward
was.
to the next one.
Until then, we will catch you very soon. But at 18 minutes'
viewers.
time on Bowls Australia's Facebook page and YouTube channel, it'll be the Perth Suns and the Gold Coast Hawks.
Cheers.